Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another one of my Forge 1.6.4 modding tutorials for Minecraft. So let's get started. We are going to learn how to make a multi-block or a custom rendered block. This is very similar to say a detector rail or a rail or whatever, or a brewing stand, or a tripwire hook, or a hopper, or something along those lines that you'll see a lot of mods utilize this type of a block. So we're going to make a model for our block. As you can see, if you look in the hand, this looks like a block in your hand, but if you look at this, it's not a block, it's an item. It's actually an item. It's not until it's placed that it turns into a block that's custom rendered. So that's what we're going to learn how to make. And we're going to do a little bit of modeling, a little bit of everything. We're going to be using a program called Techne to do this. Don't get afraid. This is actually going to be a really easy tutorial. Might take a little bit, but it's pretty much all copy and paste because this is a tutorial from right here. I don't know if you guys can read it. There we go. Rendering a Techne mod as a model as a block from MinecraftForge.net. So we're going to go through this, a lot of copying and pasting. We're going to use their model initially, and then we'll implement our own on top of that afterwards. So basically, let's get started in getting this ready and getting this actually working, and then we'll worry about getting our actual block and stuff ready. If that makes any sense. So just follow along. You don't need anything right now. Actually, you probably don't need anything, no prerequisites to start this tutorial. All you need is basic modding understanding. If you followed along with my prior tutorials, or at least know how to set up a main class, you should be good to go. So let's get started. I'll select my package there, or your package, and we'll select new folder. And you know what? Let's call this, or actually, well, yeah, let's call this Techme. We'll call it Techme after the models that are going to go in there. So we'll go finish, and that'll be good like that. Now we can create our first class. What's inside that? Let's see. Let's go, open up this wiki, get this in here, because there's going to be a lot of copy and pasting. We're going to start on this first class here, so copy and paste this class name, which is tile entity traffic light block, our first class. So we'll go new class. Now I actually seen there's quite a few videos out there on Techne, people making Techne models, no source files. You'd be sitting there writing this stuff for 8 hours. So this will be simple to follow along with. So tile entity traffic light block, we'll go finish. So now we have a new class inside this folder here. And let's copy and paste all this, or everything inside this class here. Don't have to worry about the top parts here. Go back and we'll paste all this. There's going to be a lot of errors, so I'm just going to save everything and go on to the next classes. There's 4 classes altogether that we got to do, and then we'll fix all this after. So don't worry about fixing it yet. We'll go through it with you guys. Next one, tile entity traffic light entity. Really long class names here. Don't worry about changing these class names up and making them be your class names. You could do all that afterwards. Let's just get this going. It'll be a lot faster because we are gonna have to code does call classes within inside itself, and you're gonna have errors. Why isn't this working if you change these class names up? So leave these class names as is for this tutorial. So finish this. Next, copy all of this. So import that, I guess. Okay, so the import this class is already. You can't go wrong here. This is literally all you need unless you add functionality. So let's just get rid of this. Let's go to the next class. Tile entity renderer. Now make sure when you're copying and pasting these names that you don't have any white space in there when you're making these classes. New class. Copy and paste that. Finish. Okay, and let's copy all this. Now this is a big class. This is just like where all the rendering happens, where all the magic happens, I believe. And we'll save all that. And one last class. And I believe this is the actual Techne class. Yep. This is the model class. This is all the code where the actual model exists. New class again. And copy that all over. And this is a lot. This is a big model. Apparently we're making a traffic light model. Copy all over all the imports in this one. Now we won't have the texture for this, but that's okay. You know, we're gonna get an idea. Like I said, we're gonna add our own model over top of this afterwards. Let's save this as well. Anything else in here? Okay, so we're gonna have to add a few things here. We'll add this right now. So grab all this. Well, not everything here, but you know, just grab all this for now. Whatever, we're gonna get rid of some of it. And this has to go in our client proxy, but we don't have a client proxy set up yet. If you do, great. You know, add it to your client proxy. We will add it to our main class for now. And we're going to put this in the initialization event. Not the pre-initialization, but the initialization, because this is where we initialize tile entities and such, I believe. Okay, so let's see what we all need in here. And let me close this off so I know I'm not affecting every code. I like to close things off just so it's a readability. You know, something like this, you'll see me write. That's just so I know it's a new thing in the code or something. Okay, let's see here, and we'll get rid of this. So all we need is this two things actually, and these two things you would put in your client proxy. So client proxy. It's okay right now, though. Let's import some of this stuff. Client. Well, actually, let's go back. You did this. This is fine. We'll get back to this though. Let's solve all these import problems. I'm gonna jump in the gun here. Let's go to block container. We'll start off at tile entity traffic light block. So import net Minecraft block. Import material. Okay, this roads is actually, I believe he made himself a custom creative tab. So we'll copy over creative tabs, and we'll add this. So our block is going to exist in wherever we put this. So this is where we're going to find it. So put it to whatever tab you want. I'm going to add some notes here. We're going to fix this. This is just for my own memory or reminding. Import tile entity from Minecraft. Import world from Minecraft. What else do we have here? Import icon register from Minecraft. Okay, again, roads. We'll get rid of this. This is actually going to be our If you scroll up here, your mod ID, so whatever you named your mod ID, that is what we're going to use. So I'm going to name, so replace roads with your mod ID, and this is going to grab a texture. So I'm going to make it use block 1 texture. I'm not sure, this might grab from, I think this actually grabs from items. So we'll fix this just in case. Make a note of this. So this is actually going to have the texture of your hand. This icon is to show for the block in your hand. So yeah, we might have to change this. Just to show you guys where this is, open up your source, main, resources, assets. If you're wondering where all these folders are and you haven't created them, go back and watch my first video. So it's either going to be in blocks or items. I'm leading to items. So I actually got a texture in here called block 1 as well, and I got one in here called block 1. So it's either going to pop up from one of these two, so that's where it's going to be. So have a texture in there, otherwise, you're not going to have a texture in your hand. The hand texture. Okay, so let's save all this. Let's see, does that fix everything? Okay, so that fixes everything. I'm going to leave this open here. Let's go to the next class. Start from the top. Import tile entity. Special renderer. Let's move down a little bit. Import world. Minecraft. Import GL11. OpenGL. Tile entity from Minecraft again. Resource location from Minecraft. Minecraft from Minecraft client. An entity from, why is the sun popping up here? Let's go down. Isn't there Minecraft? Here we go. Net Minecraft entity. Tesslator from Minecraft client renderer. And OpenGL helper again from net Minecraft client renderer. Okay. Does this solve everything? Control S, keyboard. Still some error in here. Okay, right here. Block. Net Minecraft block. Save that, and that solves all the importing issues. Start from the top again. Let me look at this class, see what else needs to be changed. Okay, your mod ID right here. So my MOID, whatever you called yours. So this is going to grab the actual texture for the model. We don't have the texture for this model, but we will make our own model and add our own texture. So for now, I'm just going to give this the texture of block 1. You can go ahead and give it any texture you have. It's going to look for your texture inside blocks. So any texture you have inside your block file, it's not going to render it properly, obviously, because you don't have the correct texture for it, but that's fine. I'm going to add fix on this because we're going to change this up after when we implement our own model. What else do we need to change in here? Okay, I think that is it for this class. Yes. And I believe we don't have to touch anything in here. So this is where the actual model, we'll change this up after. This whole class is going to get changed up after. Okay, so save everything. And let's go back to our main class. So all the problems are all fixed. We might have texture issues, but that's fine. So let's go back to our main class and create a new variable, and we'll call it public static block. We're going to make it a type of block and call it model 1 or block 2 or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to name mine model 1. So get that done. And then we'll go down to over here to our block 1 code. And we'll copy over all this code. And we'll put it down here. And we're going to change this to our model variable. So model 1 equals, okay, we're not going to call the block. We're actually going to call a class here. Now this wasn't in the tutorial. I'm sure there's another way to do it, but I'm pretty sure this might be the only way. So we've got to initialize this block into the game. Let me see which class it is. Okay, it's the block container class. So extends block container. This is the class name we need. So this is the class name we're actually going to call. So model, what did I type here? Yeah, model 1 equals new tile entity traffic light block. We'll import that from your package. And there's an error here as well. Remove the arguments. It's just looking for an integer. What else do we need? Okay, so we set it to a creative tab here. It was also setting to a tab within itself. One might overwrite the other. Let's just remove this from here because I believe it did set itself somewhere in the code. Not sure what class it did. Maybe it was this one? Yeah, right here. Okay, and set your texture name. I'm not sure if this is needed. I don't believe it is. Let's just get rid of that. We don't need a harvestability level. Really all we need is these two things here. And we're going to call it my first model. And we'll give it the name of model 1. So actually we'll set our everything here as model 1. Get rid of all this block 1 stuff. Okay, I believe this is all we need. Let's close this off. I believe that's all we need. Let's go back down to our initialization event where I kind of left this hanging. And this is supposed to go into the client proxy. So we'll import this. And we'll import tile entity traffic light render from. And the last one. Alright, I think that solves everything. Save this. Okay, that was a lot to do. But once you have this all, you could essentially copy these classes faster once you got all the imports and everything taken care of. And, you can mass produce these blocks. Okay, so let's test the game and see if it's gonna work. We should have some type of a model that doesn't have a texture, but we're gonna have to make our own. Okay, so we just had a crash. Let me see what could have crashed it here. Let me see. No pointer doesn't really help. Okay, I'm gonna get back to you guys and figure out what caused this.